This elevation is intense. Not a lot of air up here. But these are some great examples of part of how the bristlecones are able to live so long. Just so tenacious. Sometimes the growing season up here is only 6 weeks out of the year. And we'll show you some cross sections later so you can see how tight the rings are. Often they have to use a magnifying glass to see the different rings. They're so close. But that makes for such a dense wood, it's really hard for bugs or fire or anything to get to them. So they're basically resting 11 months out of the year, 10 months out of the year, and they just have that short little 2-month spurt. But here's a great example of one that fell down who knows how long ago. So you can see the original tree. This part is completely dead to our left. There's no bark. But where bark was able to stay attached to the roots, it's like this lifeline. And so you have what were once branches have now become like the tree in its own right. And so this is part of why it's hard to tell how old these trees are, because it's not like a straight round tree where you can just do a bore sample and count the rings, but you have to come at these trees from a bunch of different angles and then line up the rings to get that continuation, because you can see there. Now this one is growing more like a traditional tree, but once again, it's such a great example. This whole side of the tree is dead, but if we walked up and looked on the other side, you would see it's covered in bark, and you can see all the growth coming out of the bark. And behind you is another good example of that. You see this totally dead piece, but where the bark is, there's life. All the nutrients are being carried in that small layer of bark. Onward.